William didn't know that Harry and Meghan had already recorded their poison for Netflix. It was already edited.
Something interesting is happening at Buckingham Palace again, but it's not about another royal wedding or a big celebration. This time, it's Prince Harry making headlines for a surprising reason. Rather than focusing on his interviews, books, or Netflix shows, there's news that he's actually thinking about returning to the royal family. Yes, the same family he has criticized and distanced himself from in the past. Author Tom Bower, who's known for his investigative work, has uncovered some secretive communications from Harry. Apparently, he's been reaching out to palace staff to explore whether there's a way back to his former life as a royal. But here's the catch. Harry doesn't want to return as a full-time royal. Instead, he wants a unique arrangement, part royal, part celebrity. This means he would still attend royal events occasionally, while also enjoying his life in Hollywood and working on his projects about personal experiences. However, this idea isn't going over well with the royal family or the public. Many think it's shocking that we're even talking about Harry in this way, especially considering how much he has criticized the monarchy in the past. It's a complicated situation that some believe would leave his late mother, Princess Diana, very disappointed. Recent reports suggest that tensions within the royal family are high, particularly regarding Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Insiders claim that there's a strong sentiment in the palace against Harry, with whispers of him being labeled a traitor. Given the couple's controversial interviews and Harry's tell-all book, it's not surprising that feelings are running deep. In his book Spare, Harry made some serious allegations against his family, painting his brother, Prince William, as hostile, his stepmother, Camilla, as manipulative, and his father, King Charles, as emotionally distant. These kinds of claims create lasting rifts, and it's clear that many in the royal family are feeling the fallout. Harry and Meghan seem to be struggling in their business ventures as well. Their deals with Spotify and Netflix haven't worked out as planned, and the costs of maintaining their lavish lifestyle in California are piling up. While they are facing financial pressure, Harry might be considering a return to royal life, not for love, but out of necessity. However, William reportedly wants nothing to do with any idea of Harry coming back. He views it as a calculated move to restore a fading brand, and it's understandable why he feels that way. The damage from Harry's revelations has been severe, with accusations of racism and personal heartbreak being turned into profit, which has frustrated the royal family. Camilla is also very upset. Since being portrayed unfavorably in Harry's book, she's drawn a clear line with Charles, urging him not to consider allowing Harry back into the fold. She feels that Harry's actions have undermined everything they've worked hard to build, and she's not inclined to forgive. Public opinion in Britain isn't in Harry's favor either. Many polls show that a significant majority of people don't support Harry returning to royal duties. Social media is buzzing with negative sentiments toward him, with hashtags like #PsychGrnoWay, Harry making the rounds. People are tired of the drama and see Harry's attempts to return as hypocritical. With no royal title or financial safety net to rely on, Harry's situation is precarious. His plans for a comeback seem to be in jeopardy, and the atmosphere at the palace is described as icy. Staff members who used to assist Harry now refrain from even mentioning his name, showing how unwelcome he has become. King Charles, who has spent years preparing for his role, is reportedly feeling disappointed by Harry's actions, rather than angry. He struggles with how he was represented in Harry's book, feeling hurt by the portrayal of him as cold. On the other hand, Camilla has taken a strong stance against welcoming Harry back, feeling that it would not only dishonor her, but also undo her efforts to build a positive public image. Overall, it seems that the royal family is unified in their response to Harry's situation, indicating just how serious the tensions have become. Camilla is not just expressing her discontent, she is actively working to ensure that the family's reputation remains intact amid this turmoil. It's all about the money when it comes to Harry and Meghan. Their lifestyle is not just costly, it's on a whole different level. We're talking about millions of dollars each year spent on lavish homes in Montecito, private jets, personal security, and high-end events. But things took a turn when their Spotify deal fell through and their Netflix project lost steam. Their income started to dry up. Meghan's attempts to brand herself as a mix of Martha Stewart and a princess, they haven't really taken off. Her jam jars became more of a joke on social media than a business success, and her influencer image is all about style but lacking substance. Insiders say Harry is worried. His recent calls to old friends in the UK weren't just about family matters, they were about business. The Sussex brand isn't as appealing as it used to be, and Harry realizes that having any royal connection, even a small one, is valuable. The challenge is that Harry wants the perks of being a royal without following the rules and responsibilities that come with it. He wants the influence, but none of the obligations, which doesn't really fit with how royalty has traditionally worked. The royal family isn't going to change centuries of practices for a couple who chose to leave for life in sunny California. The British public hasn't accepted their new image either. To many, Harry is no longer the lovable younger brother or the soldier prince. He's the one who moved to America, accused the royals of being racist, and made money by sharing private family matters. They haven't forgotten his interview with Oprah, the Netflix series, or his book Spare. As one clever meme put it, you can't take advantage of betrayal and expect loyalty in return. Even public relations experts are scratching their heads. Some believe that Harry and Meghan's team misjudged how much damage had been done. Initially, people showed sympathy for them, but over time, that patience faded. It became less about being honest and more about seeking attention. When things started to go wrong for them, their attempts to reconnect with the royal family they had publicly criticized came off as desperate. And desperation isn't something that garners respect. It instead looks like a plea for acceptance. Within the royal tradition, one rule stands firm: loyalty is crucial. Once you break that bond, it's nearly impossible to repair it with just a smile and a friendly gesture. That's the tough situation Prince Harry finds himself in, feeling isolated, unwelcome, and out of options. His chance of returning to the royal fold isn't just slim, it's virtually impossible. In Hollywood, the sparkle around them has also faded. Insiders are talking about how Harry and Meghan aren't seen as exciting figures anymore. Executives are losing interest, not just because of the numbers, but because of how people see them. When every personal issue turns into a news headline, it raises questions about who might be next in the spotlight. That's not the kind of image production companies want to be associated with. What once seemed like golden opportunities are now cautionary tales. Spotify has moved on. Netflix is reportedly looking for a low-key way to end their relationship, and Meghan's projects are either stalled or canceled. It's not just negative publicity, it's also bad business. Their audience has shifted from being curious to feeling tired. Instead of seeing a couple overcoming challenges, people now view them as two individuals holding on to titles they walked away from while trying to profit from their troubles. The magical story has transformed into a brand narrative, and that story isn't appealing anymore. Meanwhile, back in the UK, the royal family is concentrating on rebuilding, not making amends. King Charles is preparing for a smooth transition into the post-Elizabeth era. Camilla's popularity is slowly increasing. William and Catherine are taking on more duties and are generally winning over the public. The monarchy is moving into a new chapter, and Harry doesn't seem to belong in it anymore. He's seen as a reminder of disorder rather than even the palace workers who once helped him with his schedule and press coverage are reportedly unwilling to support any future plans that involve him. The message from the royal institution is very clear. There will be no half measures, no special deals, and no exceptions. The monarchy is not a place you can just come and go as you please. When it comes to royal family dynamics, no one seems angrier than Prince William. Reports say he feels deeply insulted by the idea of sharing responsibilities with his brother, Prince Harry. In his book Spare, Harry not only expressed his frustrations, but also revealed very personal family moments, turning them into juicy headlines. He depicted William as aggressive and his sister-in-law, Kate, as distant, while framing their family's private struggles as dramatic performances for the public eye. This kind of betrayal is not just a family issue, it's a very public one. For William, it's not merely about hurt feelings, it's about safeguarding the royal family's reputation. He believes welcoming Harry back could severely damage their credibility. After all, how can the royal family preach about unity and tradition with someone like Harry, who has mishandled family ties for personal gain, around? The British media, which was once somewhat sympathetic, has turned highly critical. Any hint of Harry's return is met with intense backlash. The headlines scream betrayal, and opinion columns criticize the situation as hypocritical. Online, the reactions are even harsher. Public opinion has already judged Harry, and it's clear that the monarchy thrives by maintaining a steady presence through challenges like wars and scandals. What Harry represents, emotion and unpredictability, threatens that stability, and the royal family is unwilling to take that risk. Now, Harry finds himself outside the castle he once called home, watching as the doors close firmly on him. Though he still holds the title and is part of the bloodline, his connection to the royal family feels severed. This isn't just about his departure. It's about how he burned every bridge that could have led him back. The royal family doesn't chase after those who walk away. Instead, it remembers and moves forward. The crown stands tough, not for fame, not for sorrow, and certainly not for regrets.